Where the River Meets the Silence. Narrated romantic story. Set in Charleston, South Carolina. A wedding without a bride. The church bells echoed through the oak-lined streets of Charleston as guests began to whisper. Inside the small coastal chapel, Mason Brooks stood at the altar, his jaw tight, his hands clasped in front of him. The flowers were perfect. The dress was ready. The music had started. But the bride? Gone. Left a note, no goodbye. Just vanished 2 hours before the ceremony. Mason's mother tried to pull him aside, but he didn't move. He stared ahead, silent, humiliated, and deeply confused. And among the crowd sat a woman he hadn't seen in years. Claire Bennett. The girl from Georgia. Claire hadn't planned to attend. She didn't even live in Charleston anymore. She was a marine biologist now, based in Savannah, Georgia. But when her college roommate invited her as a +1, curiosity got the better of her. Seeing Mason again felt like a wave she wasn't ready to dive into. They had been close once. Too close, if you asked her younger self. But Claire had walked away before anything truly happened. Back then, Mason was sweet, loyal, and looking at her like she was the only thing worth chasing. Now, he looked broken. Reunion by accident. After the disaster, Mason disappeared from the reception. Claire found him 2 days later at Battery Park, alone on a bench, watching the harbor as if it owed him an explanation. "You look like someone who got hit by a sailboat," she said gently. Mason turned, surprised. "Claire? I didn't come to gloat. I came to say I'm sorry. Even if she's not." He sighed. "She said she couldn't marry someone who wasn't over someone else. And I didn't understand what she meant until now." Claire blinked. "Wait, are you say?" He looked at her then, really looked. "You. It's always been you. Wounds that never healed." They started meeting again. For coffee at local cafes, walks along the pier, late-night drives through the marshes. And little by little, what had been left behind started to surface. "I left because I was scared," Claire confessed one night. "You wanted stability. I wanted the ocean. And now?" Mason asked. "Now. I don't know if I regret choosing the waves over you." Mason reached out, his fingers brushing hers. "I don't want to be someone's second choice. Not again." "You never were," she whispered. "But maybe I was too blind to realize I was already in love with you back then." Storms and choices. Just as things began to blossom between them again, Claire got an offer. A year-long research position in the Maldives. Her dream job. She waited 3 days to tell Mason. "I can't ask you to stay," he said. "And I won't follow someone who might leave again. I'm not that girl anymore." "Then prove it." Claire faced the water, heart torn. She had always believed in science, data, logic. But this was faith. The night before her flight, she packed everything except her plane ticket. Where the River Meets the Silence. Weeks passed. Claire didn't take the job. Instead, she took a position at a local aquarium in Charleston. She waited for Mason to reach out. He didn't. Until one morning, she found a note taped to her door. "Meet me where the river meets the silence." She knew exactly where. The hidden dock near Folly Beach, where they once watched lightning dance across the sea. When she got there, he was waiting, holding a small wooden box. "You told me once the ocean was your first love," he said. "I'm okay being the second, as long as I'm your last." Claire laughed through her tears. "You idiot." She kissed him. The storm inside them calmed at last. End.